Mostly just, haven't had the energy for a lot of sort of like emotional sharing. I don't know if anybody else sort of gets that, a little exhausted from opening up emotionally to a great many people. So I tried to just focus on my tarot and all that kind of stuff. But I really wanted to stitch this video. If you have the time, go back and take a look at it, because I believe that more often than not, we who encounter these situations, have dealt with toxic people or abusive people. I think that we all at some point feel this way. I know I have, it's irksome, right? To know that your abuser, that there's nothing you can do to control how people see them, because they are really, really, really good at manipulating the narrative, right? And that is what makes them abusive and toxic for the most part, right? I was thinking while I was watching that video, do I still feel this way? Right? And it was a really beautiful thing to come across that video, and it was really, really well spoken. She's a smart gal. But I wanted to just stitch her and talk about my own experience in overcoming it, because I took the day to sort of explore why I suddenly feel, while I was watching that video, why I suddenly felt that I don't really feel this way anymore. So I've talked a lot in earlier videos from last year about how what other people think is not our business, right? Whether it's true or not, it's not our business. And we cannot control what other people believe. And I feel like while those feelings are perfectly normal, perfectly natural, there is a point where you have to say, if other people are going to believe my abuser and the perception that they are trying to push about the person that I am, or even the person that they are, because that's, I think, more what she's talking about in the video, right? That people still see this person as this fake person that, likely you thought that they were when you met them, before you realized that they really, really weren't. And that they get to, go around laughing and smiling and, oh, life is so great, I'm the abuser and nobody knows and I can keep it from anybody, and if you tell on me, then I will make you look a certain way, right? And it is irksome. That's the best word I can think about, because it's ugh. It's like that TikTok, brother, and it really does feel that way. Your whole body cringes when you think about the fact that this person not only gets to continue living inside the delusion that they're right and that they're perfect. I don't believe that any abuser, maybe some will, but I know personally my abusers have not ever said I am perfect, and will go out of their way to say I'm not perfect, because they know that it gives them sort of an edge on getting empathy from other people. And it's easier to manipulate perceptions when you have other people's empathy. So when it comes to sort of letting go of that, it's a need to control it, right? It's almost like a way for the abuser to further abuse you. You know what I mean? And I'm not victim blaming at all. But it is a conscious thing that we do that allows that abuser to still have power over the way that we feel, right? So just remember, like, number one, you have to realize that your abuser is not happy. That toxic person that you left behind is not a happy person. They are not satisfied with themselves. They are not satisfied with their lives. Even if these people seem to have everything, they want more, or they want other. They want what that person has and not what they have. These people don't have the ability to see their own abundance or to even bring in their own abundance, right? They do absolutely everything based on the opinions and perceptions of others, right? So there's number one. Yeah, they get to go on living in this delusion, but on the inside, they are living in their own personal hell 24/7. Believe it. They really are. Likely, as abusive people, they will never admit it. Not ever, right? Because that would be giving away control on how they're perceived. And also, who cares? And I can't, like she says at the end of the video, I can't tell you don't feel that way, because you will stop feeling that way when you are ready to stop feeling that way. Feel it, right? But explore why. Why does it bother you? Why does it bother you that they get to live in this delusion? Because you know it's a delusion. You know it's not true. You know that they lie. And you know that, they constantly operate from behind this facade. So why does it bother you? It bothers you because of your need to control how they are perceived now that you know the truth, right? But you know the truth. You know who they really are behind closed doors. You know how they really feel about things when people aren't looking or when people aren't listening, right? You know all these things, yet it's still really hard to let go of that whole body cringe every time you think about the fact that they're happy and they're going on with their lives onto new people who don't know who they are, right? They're finding more people that they can manipulate and lie to. Is that maybe the root of the problem? Do you have guilt because you can't find a way to make people see what you see? You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's just me, but like, I feel guilty when I see abusive ex-partners get into new relationships knowing that that person has no idea who that person is and they're likely going to get hurt. But it's not my problem, because that person is going to choose to continue living in that delusion and living in that toxicity, and eventually everybody is going to see it. And if they don't, again, not my problem, because your focus needs to turn inward. So explore why you feel that way. Heal those feelings that make you feel that way. And just move on with your life, because we cannot control the perceptions of them, right? We can't control what other people see when they look at them. And would we want to? Because that would make us no better than them, right? So just focus on what makes you feel this way, and remember that they might live in the delusion, but there is a part of them that knows they're living in a delusion and they're miserable. So, maybe be happy. Tuck that underneath your pillow at night.